Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you, Abdullah?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
سلام
How are
صهيب.
How are you, sir?
كيف حالك حبيبي؟
Alhamdulillah. What
You
about
know,
you?
when you didn't receive the phone or you didn't join, I think what I do when you coming back to Dubai. So your chance is good. You joined in the same time, but I think what I do for you
That
in the good time.
fine.
Yeah, how's your family? All fine?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. What about you, sir?
Well, everything fine. I am in Abu Dhabi now.
Mashallah.
ازيك؟
Meeting?
شو الأخبار؟ ها؟
They are meeting there?
Oh, I go to Dubai. I have one meeting there, and I
Mm-hmm.
come for Abu Dhabi showroom. Now I reach here.
Inshallah,
السلام
sir.
عليكم مستر صهيب.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
كيف حالك يا مدير؟ خلاص you go بالهاد
Alhamdulillah.
you forget me?
You forget me.
No, not send any message for me. خلاص خلي ولي جودة.
Friday coming. خلاص.
When you come؟
يلا خير.
Friday.
Next week.
إن شاء الله إن شاء الله.
يلا okay. Okay, we can start Abdullah.
okay.
خلاص شوف السيستم. إذا مش مشغول تعال شوف السيستم كيف.
جديد؟
مشغول شيء؟
لا لا.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, say, so I am standing on the sales order. Now I will go directly to the production site where your
Yes.
factory is going to operate. Sahi?
Huh.
Okay. So, likewise, I told you before कि once you receive the advance payment from the customer na, there will be no automation for the production. Like there will be no automated option where the system will directly go redirect you towards the production site. You
There
just
is no automation.
there is no automation once you receive the advance payment from the customer. Say
Hmm.
let me tell you one thing why. Because there will be notification, for you, for the salesperson and the production team कि advance payment has been received and you can continue with the production, but you have to click on just two buttons. सही.
Work order.
Yeah, from the sales order you will just go directly towards the work order button. This is just a one way process
Okay.
where you just select what item you are going to produce, and you already have defined some master bill of material within the manufacturing module. Say, and how many quantities you are going to produce, you just define it there. It will come up directly from the sales order document. Sahi. Like for example, you have 50 quantities here for the tile customer. You have 50 quantities that you are going to sell or deliver on the customer side. So you just went on to the work order button here and you just click on create. So once you click on create now, system will direct you
What
from
you mean a quantity? Tile customer. This is
this is
you mean
basically
tile or this is basin? You mean
basically here is your item that you are going to produce, like
the
like
basin,
basin.
basin
Yep,
because this is same basin.
basin. Yeah, for
Change it for basin because tile. We have tile also. Say no need confuse. Change this one for basin, please. The item is basin.
sahi, sahi, sahi.
Abdullah, you make a code.
Sorry.
Before you make the code for Betan already.
Nahi, I have to go for one more thing. This basin, basin redesign. Say so, Mr. Sam, you have, for example, basin that you are going to produce as per the customer specification, as per what the customer had told you, the specification, size, and design. So you are going to produce the basin, sahi. So you just have to click on create button and go for the work order option. You
Okay.
there?
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
think so.
So once you click on work order na, so system is going to ask you the item to manufacture. Like here is your basin, like for basin we designed, and this is your bill of material for the basin. Bill of material where we have defined the master data for the production. Sahi?
Bill of materials mean the material, the ties, color, and everything.
Bill of
Yes, yes. For ceramic, for foam board, for steel, for everything.
Who feel this one? Bill of material. This automatic coming.
Yes.
nahi. This is basically the part of manufacturing. This is basically the part of manufacturing or the factory team where they are going to define for the production of basin how many raw materials they are going to consume, what raw materials they are going to consume. You just define on this bill of material. Bill of material means a recipe to make something. A recipe like where you define the ingredients and you are going to prepare something. You
This is a
understand?
factory side, sir.
This is a
This is the factory side now.
Yep, this is a factory site now.
يعني they received already
Yes, sir.
the order.
Yes, he received the order, sir, already.
Only you make one bottom that time they receive the order.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, Now कहाँ करूँ यहाँ पे सही I click so hey so I've already defined the bill of material सही I mean I can explain you the bill of material separately but from the sales order document you just have to click on create work order सही work order will be created on the back side सही uh,
Okay.
now I will go to the work order list and here it should be there create work order now I got you. नहीं यहाँ पे कितने आए 5 अच्छा वन थिंग अच्छा ये सुहेब के on the work order document you are going to perform some task or operations. Do you have any operation involved in the production side?
Operation means first step is for the cutting the slab.
नहीं I mean for example के while you are performing the cutting so do you consider the operational cost and the time for this cutting element?
The
While you
material, bill of
printing.
materials, see, the process first, we start after they confirm the order, we go for that what you told me there is one bottom.
Hmm.
When we do it, the factory receive the material.
सही.
The factory, he should make bill of material. Okay.
Okay.
Then he told us we need this color, we need this material, this color, we need this material. So we reserve this material
सही.
for this sales order.
सही. सही.
Second step, we give the appointment when it's approximate date we can start for this order to inform the client or something.
सही.
Then we keep it in the hold to coming when time coming we start for the production like this I think. But there is bill of material. He should do it when he received the order. First thing he do it bill of material to reserve the material for him. He can reserve the material or order from the market or order from the client.
सही. सही. Okay, so yep, you have the customer with you and you created the sales order and you
Now we
send
are
it
in the
directly.
work order. Now we are now in the factory. They receive the material.
Yep.
They receive the order. Sorry.
They received the order, not the material. They received the
Okay,
order.
the
They
material,
received
the
the.
order. Yes.
Yep. So I am asking, inside the factory, when they receive the order, how they start with the process. Like they receive the item, they receive the material, and they start with the cutting process, right?
Yes.
Okay. Apart from cutting, is there any other process involved, like cutting, assembling, or something like this?
Yes, we need to know this. يعني for example, I need. We have to know this material. يعني this. يعني for example, I have 20 labor. I need this person to know what time this person he received the order, whose name to finish this one, and when he finish.
Sahi. Okay. So I
So
am.
in end of the month, and I can understand this labor how many basin finish, which labor which basin he finished. This one I don't. I need that report every day or every time to check which model, how many pieces, this basin, how many hours it will take, like this.
Sai. So I am going to execute the process here from the factory side, and you will see about which employee is working and how much time the employee has taken to produce the basin or any other material. Say I am going
طيب.
to. I am going to. Yep.
Second
Yep.
question. Can we check if there is some design? For example, we make approximate time, then we know this labor he delay or no. It's mean, for example, we design,
Sai.
we put approximate time for this basin
Sai.
2 hours.
Okay.
We put 2 hours.
Okay.
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 Then if any labor he delay more than 2 hours, he give for example little mark or alarm he delay. So this is he remind the foreman why you delay. So the labor they will know they have to work for fast.
Sure.
If this is possible or no.
Yeah, this is possible. Let me show you.
Possible.
Let me show you. Say, this is possible. Okay, how much time the labor has taken to produce a basin or any other material. Say, I am on this work order document. Here you have this porcelain basin we design as an item to manufacture. You are going to produce this thing. This is your bill of material reference and this is your sales order reference. Sales order is the
Okay.
actual document where the customer has provided you with the details. These are in below you see the two items there. They are basically the raw materials that are going to be consumed. Sahi, these are basically your raw materials. I've just taken two as an example, but here you will be using your actual raw materials and their required quantities, how many they are going to be consumed. And this
That the person in the factory, engineer in the factory, he feel this one.
Yep, exactly. This manufacturing partner is basically controlled by the factory person. This work order and all the documents inside this manufacturing module will be covered by the factory person. Now here you have the quantity to manufacture, okay, how many quantities you have to produce. Like for example, 5 quantities for this porcelain basin we design. Now I'm going to, this is the production side. Say, you see the document is in draft state, so that's why the required quantities are coming up as 50. Transferred quantities, consumed quantities, returned quantities are all zero because we have not started with the production right now. Now I am going to the configuration side. Here, this configuration. You see here we just have to define what are the raw material, what are the warehouse associated. Like by default, system picks up a warehouse for the production side, that is work in progress. Like you can name your warehouse where the production is actually executed. Say, like for example, you have a warehouse where the production is going to
Slab
be
zone,
done.
in slab zone.
Slab zone. Slab zone warehouse है. अभी क्रिएट कर देते हैं इसको. Warehouse. Slab zone या slab B.
B, yes.
That's LA.
Like this, yes. Yes.
Say slab zone warehouse where the production is actually going to be executed. Here you can also see कि operations are going to be executed here. This target warehouse. You see कि both have the red asterisk. Red asterisk means कि they are the mandatory fields which you have to define. Target warehouse where the actual product, the finished good, is going to be stored. Say you are going
Mhm.
to store the finished good
This
in
is
the target
also
warehouse.
same area, slab zone also.
ये भी slab zone.
Yes, we keep there.
I mean you produce there and you keep there.
Yes.
सही. Okay, now I was discussing you about the operations. Okay, you have the cutting operation there. Sahi. And like for example, cutting. So now I was asking you, okay, is there any fixed time associated with this operation? Like Mr. Sam was saying for the 2 hours. Is that a fixed time that you have for this cutting operation?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
This one only for
Not fixed
30
time.
minutes.
Maybe we can choose. Maybe we can change the time as per the design.
Okay. I mean as per
This
so
one time we discuss with the engineer, then we will fix it.
सही. So
1 minute, please. 1 minute.
sure,
Hello.
sure, sure.
Hello.
अ, अच्छा सोहेब,
Hello.
यहाँ पे ना आपको इन मिनट्स डिफाइन
Yeah.
करना होगा.
ओके, आवर्स नहीं
No,
करने,
no, no,
मिनट करने.
हाँ, आवर्स नहीं, मिनट्स मिनट्स में होती है चीज़.
चलो, ये तो बाद में चेंज भी कर सकते हैं, वो इंजीनियर से डिस्कशन करने के बाद एक
वो
no.
फाइनल पे जब
वो
इम्प्लीमेंट होगा तो.
خلص أنا
वो
بابا.
एक्चुअली आगे एक जॉब कार्ड एग्जीक्यूट होती है जहाँ पे आपको
Yeah.
सारे एक्चुअल टाइम और प्लान टाइम, ये सारी चीज़ें आ रही होती हैं.
हम्म.
Sorry, yes, you can continue.
Okay, so I was actually telling you कि here you have defined the cutting operation, say the cutting that you are going to do. Now here I am going to open it from this edit button. You can see the operation is cutting, the status is pending because we have not started with the document, the completed quantity is blank. Here you have another thing, workstation. Workstation is basically the exact point where the execution is done, where the operation is performed. So I've just defined cutting lines here. So hey, what do you actually call the workstation in your side?
Yes, yes. Yes, yes, this is
Okay,
cutting line. First is cutting line, then second step is assembling line.
okay. Here you can
No
define.
need. But listen. When we start, uh, يعني we have to start for cutting and assembling separate.
Yes, sir. Sir, same time you know that he cut it and he assembling after 3 days, after 1 week. First step is cutting, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so you just define for the operation cutting, you define the workstation cutting lines where the cutting will be done. Here you can define the description of if you want to. Now there are one more thing कि like you were saying कि you have 2 hours. For example, you have 2 hours to do this operation or to do the cutting.
No,
So
Abdullah, you put here 30 minutes. Cutting only 30 minutes is enough.
30 minutes, half an hour.
No, this is drawing and cutting less than 30 minutes is too much less.
Then 1 hour, 60 minutes we put it. 60
60,
minutes
put
is enough.
60 now and
Uh,
later we change.
Say
We
Mr.
can change, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Say so here you can define कि for example 60 minutes is your operational time, and Is there any operational cost involved? Operational cost, like to do the cutting. Is there any cost involved? Costing mechanism there.
Sure, there is cost for the machine, for the water jet, sure, but we don't know.
सही
This is
सही
a later on we will fix it.
चलिए सही सही है कोई
They two tab they are labor cost and plus the electricity and the raw material little bit to use it.
सही so I'm going to just say I'm going to review this. This is your work order document that we created from this sales order. Say the sales order will come up here in the reference. This is your bill of material item and the raw materials they are going to become directly from the sales order document. Say the
Mm-hmm.
original sales order document, the required quantities. Now in the configuration we just defined what is the work in progress warehouse where the operations are executed, and this is the target warehouse where the finished good will be stored. Sahi.
Mm-hmm.
Now as do you have any batches, like you do not do the batch production na?
No, no,
नहीं सही.
No, we need to do batch. Batch, you mean batch code?
no, no, no. Sir,
No,
this
no,
is a database.
this is some other thing.
No, خلاص, okay.
Say now here you have the operations where basically you defined you are going to perform the cutting operation. You define the workstation, the cutting lines, and you define the time 60 minutes, for example. Say
Mm-hmm.
so these are some details here. Now I am going to submit this work order. Source warehouse for item. Okay, the raw materials warehouse.
Okay. This is the main warehouse.
Okay, where the basically raw materials are stored. Say so now I've submitted this work order document. You see its status is coming up as not started. Sahi,
Mm-hmm.
not started. Now to start the process, to start this operation of cutting, Sahi, I am going to click on this start button.
Okay.
For start means then you see quantity for material transfer for manufacture. Now Mr. Hussam, at this point system is asking me to transfer the raw materials to produce the item.
Mm-hmm. From
सही.
main
Yes.
store
हाँ from main store towards
to
the
factory.
factory. Now the system is telling you कि you have to make up the transfer for the raw materials to
But
produce.
we allocated already in the main warehouse.
You already allocated in the system, but the transfer has not been done. It was just
Okay,
allocated and reserved for that particular customer. But now
okay,
we are but now at this particular stage we are going to transfer the item towards the factory to do the process.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, understood?
Yes.
Okay, once I click on create button, so you see this is my new form of stock entry where the stock entry type is the material transfer for manufacture. Here you have the work order reference, here you have the bill of material reference. Say so all of
Mm-hmm.
the documents are basically interlinked, interconnected. So you have the
Mm-hmm.
reference K, what was the original document, or you can trace back to the original document. Sahi.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have those raw materials that are going to be consumed in their quantities, and you see the target warehouse is coming up as automatically slab zone warehouse. Say
Okay.
this is the production warehouse where you are going to do the production.
Mm-hmm.
Any question on it? Uh, till now?
But right now, no. From my
Okay.
side, no.
Source warehouse. Acha, source warehouse.
Here also for the finishing board.
From my side, not everything clear, but continue.
Then sir tell them if any question, then he will explain them.
Yes, Mr. Sam.
Continue, continue. When we finish, we make one example full, then I understand the process. Now continue. Now, yani there is something.
Sahi. Sahi, no issues. So I am going to transfer this raw materials from finished good to the slab zone factory. Sahi. Now once I just
Until now, all the work in the system. There is
In
nothing
the,
happened in the factory.
yes, sir. This is a first he make process in the system, then he start the work. When for example, he start
Listen,
it in system.
listen. The first, the bill of material when he received the material. The second step, which he do it now.
Mhm.
Abdullah, what you doing now to bring the material from other warehouse to slab zone? When we do that step, when we receive the order and when we are ready to start the cutting.
When for ready for cutting, sir.
So there is one missing point. How we know how yani, before I told I need one system to know this customer how we can start. We need all the client and we shifted this to make in the schedule. That's why I told him continue. After then I will ask. You know we have more customer, more, not only one.
Mm-hmm.
So the first step we doing maybe today. The second step to bring the material maybe after 2 months, after 3 months. So there is between these two, there is a part to choose the customer and the client, which basin I start, which customer I start to start the cutting and to bring the material. That's why I told you continue and later I will check.
Okay, for this thing, for example,
You understand what I mean, Abdullah? I told you before, we have a lot of customer. We have, let me say, 100 customer. Some
yes.
customer they need urgent. Some customer they need after 1 week. Some customer he need after 3 4 months. Some customer he didn't put any appointment. So we need for schedule. If you remember, I sent for you before to click and move. We need all customer in one part. Second part, customer ready for the for work. Then customer cutting like this. If you remember. So here
Yes, yes,
we send in the system. We sent in WhatsApp. I think that time correct.
yes.
Sahi. So,
We make
Mr.
the priority list. Means we receive full sale order, then we make the priority. Which customer he need urgent, then we will shift for the first priority like that.
Acha, so Mr. Sam, I have a question here. I have a question here, Mr. Saib and Mr. Sam. K, what if on the sales order document, I provide you with a field here like the priority on the sales order document, like the
What's
high.
that
I mean,
in the sales order?
you prioritize your customers, right? Okay, then you
Yeah.
go as per their priority. You go towards their production, correct?
No, this is in the factory better if you make
I
in the
didn't
factory.
understand what he mean. I didn't understand.
Sir, he asked Abdullah on the sale order basis, we make the priority. I asked them, this is a not good step. We make priority in the factory.
What's mean priority? I didn't understand what that mean.
Uh,
Priority. What's mean?
urge,
Well, sir, casual. Which customer he need urgent, then we will make first urgent. Which customer he need after 3 months, then we go down this one like that list.
Maybe they can send request maybe, but the factory he will they can put it request for here, but they cannot fix the time because the factory he will manage. But they can ask, for example, we need that bottom here. For example, there is one client he need after 1 month, he need after 1 year. Okay, he bring the material, he pay the money, and he sleep. When he remember after 4 5 months or when his work is ready, he called the salesman. So the salesman he should have bottom. We need this item. We need this customer. When he press the item, the factory he will receive this one and he will put on the schedule. But the salesman cannot fix the time. Never. The factory he was responsible for the time. Only salesman he can send for request. For example, this customer ready.
so the
Yani
salesperson.
Abdullah, you know, we received after the customer confirmed the order. Okay, maybe we need two bottom. One bottom send the factory to start immediately. Second bottom only send the factory and we put
Time
the
limit.
time later. Yani after long time. So the factory he received something in the urgent or something we say later. The later he will, when the client may, for example, after 1 month, 2 months, 1 year anyway, when the client called the salesman, only he press the button for that, then خلاص, the factory they received the request from the salesman, you can start schedule for this client.
Sahi, sahi. So the question still remains the same. It is the salesperson at the initial point who is dealing with the customer. Sahi. So the salesperson will have the better idea na कि when did the client actually wants the item.
Yes,
So on the sales order document, should not we control the priority? Do they need in
Actually,
the urgent
Abdullah,
or
you know that every salesperson he want my basin coming very fast. You know that every
hmm,
salesperson he want, but this is not good due to this is in factory work.
لا,
Better
not
we make
as
prod.
as I told you, see, the salesman, he can ask, yani he need to send two kind of customer. One
say
customer he need immediately.
say
Second customer, only he send the customer, but the time later. Immediately it's mean he need in 1 week, 2 week. He send the approximate time he sent that for the factory. Only this. Yani the salesman he can control to send only immediately customer or later customer. Later when a customer need, he send approve or click or anything, then this customer time is he's ready to work,
sahi
but he
sahi
cannot control for the time in the factory. Never.
sahi understood
This is
understood.
good point you
So
ask to add this thing because some customer he need immediately, and other customer only he make the order, but he need after 5 6 months. So
sahi
here when he you told me that time the system cannot send automatic for the factory.
hmm,
That time you say for you make two bottom.
yup,
Okay.
yes,
The second bottom we need two options. Start immediately or we confirm later. So the factory when he received order to start immediately or order he later he can
Make the
fix it.
production.
chal
Yes, but he can do the factory they can make the bill of lading for all order bill of material. Sorry.
sahi. Okay, I will update that thing regarding the two sides of production, one immediately and one as per the case, how the customer wanted. Sahi.
Yeah.
One
So
second. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Continue.
now I am coming back to the original document that we were working. Sahi. Now, Mr. Hussam and Mr. Sahib, I was here for this transfer of the materials from your warehouse towards the towards the factory.
Okay.
Sahi. Sahib, you have any question on this thing?
No, only that point we needed. Other is okay.
I understood you want to prioritize the customers there.
Yeah.
Sahi. Now I will go back to the same work order. Sahi. I am back here in this work order. Now you see it's coming up as in process. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
document is in the process part because we have already transferred the materials. Now if you see on the right side, okay, you have the quantity to manufacture as 5. Now materials transferred for manufacturing is also coming as 5 because we have transferred the materials for the
Mm-hmm.
manufacturing part. Say now
Okay.
as you see the manufactured quantities are coming up as
It's
0.
zero.
We have not
Mm-hmm.
produced anything right now.
Okay.
So you see from the connections, this connections button, here you have one job card associated with it.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to the job card button and you see it's cutting, which is your actual operation. The
Mm-hmm.
operation, the document where the operation is going to be performed. Now here you have this work order reference, sahi bill of material reference. This is your finished good item.
Finishing product.
Now you have the scheduled time, sahi, the 60 minutes that you have defined. This is the actual
Mm-hmm.
expected time. You can update it like you are saying ke you can update on the production level. The engineer who is working on this can update
Mm-hmm.
it. Sahi, so here you can
Okay.
actually control this expected start time. Also
Okay.
you see the actual time. This is coming up as empty table. Sahi.
Hmm.
This is the actual time that will be updated once you are going to perform the execution
Okay.
while you are doing the operation of cutting. Sahi. Any question?
No.
No.
Okay. Then here you have this operation in workstation like cutting you are performing the slabs on warehouse, and this is your cutting lines workstation. Now, if there is any item that is going to be the scrap side or loss, you can define here in the item table.
Yes, there are more things, more scrap.
So you can define here by clicking add row, you just define the item.
Then how we identify it? For example, Abdullah, they are one slab. We cut it and 1 meter slab remaining. And these 1 meter slab we use for other customer also. Then how we know that this scrap ceramic available in our factory?
So your
Cutting
basic,
piece.
so your point is basically the scrap item you are going to utilize in some other order.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Sahi, sahi, sahi.
In the, in the bill of loading, I don't know what you think, Abdullah.
Mm-hmm.
My idea, I don't know if this is correct or you have any other idea to do it. First, we put without scrap in the bill of material.
Sahi,
We put it without scrap. We put full tiles. So we order 5 tiles. As he said, we import 5 tiles for the slab zone warehouse. When we import five, for example, there's a scrap inside, we use it four or uses three. So we can, but there is two pieces balance. We use a three actually. We order five, but we use a three only. So we can make release two pieces, then it's come back for the warehouse.
warehouse.
Maybe warehouse.
Return back to the warehouse so you can use it for some other order.
Yes,
Yes.
Sahi, sahi, sahi.
because some people sure they should order more because there is some time cutting, there is some time like this, so they order more. When they order more, there is one piece more or two piece more. We need simple click release. Yani five, we use it three, two pieces release then or return or something. This simple because this is every day we have it. We make it release back for the warehouse.
And plus cutting piece also.
Cutting piece, no, we have to add in the system.
Yes, sir. Due to
How we
your
add?
slide, that
Yes, maybe we
point I
can't
asked.
add, for example, 1 meter by size by size.
Yes.
We put the code and the scrub we put, for example, quarzo or something, name of the tiles and size approximate, for example, 120 by 2 meter. We put
Sahi,
it like this. If we use it, then we click, it will delete it.
sahi, sahi. Sahi. So basically, the main objective is to utilize the item once again, to reuse the item, the cutting item and the scrap item.
Yes.
Say
The
so.
scrub item, how we see the scrub item if there is the, yani for example, we know the item, Abdullah, صح?
Hmm. Yes.
When we go for the scrub item, should scrub item show us there is cutting piece same the item what you have it? They show only the scrub item what we have in the same color what we have in the order. Correct or no?
Yes, exactly the same item that is in the order.
Okay.
Sahi. So now, I mean, I will come up once again on this scrap item thing. How you are going to utilize this for some other order. Sahi. So I am coming back to this job card, and like you are asking, if you see this timer here on the top right, it is coming up as 0. Sahi.
Mhm.
So while you are going to start with the execution of the cutting process in real time, so you are going to click on start job. Sahi. You
Okay.
just start job, and here you can assign your employees, like who is the labor actually working on this cutting operation or in the production of this basin. Here you are going to define the labor, so you can actually track which labor was working on it, how much time the labor has taken to produce the
Mhm.
item, and you can see the complete reporting for this thing.
Yes. You
Say
could
We
do.
can
You
add
could
more
do.
than labor, صح?
Yes. Yes.
you can add multiple labels. Say,
Okay.
I mean you can add like multiple labels here like this. You just
Very
select
good.
you just select their IDs. You can search by their IDs or you can search by their names. Say,
Okay.
so you can define the employees here, the labels. Once you click on submit document now, so here you see the timer has actually started.
Okay.
Say the timer started here, and you can see the status has been updated as work in progress.
One to
Okay,
four.
the production is actually started here. So likewise, you have defined 60 minutes to start, 60 minutes to for the complete operation you have actually planned initially. So once the execution is completed, you just have to mark it as complete job. Say, okay, this is the actual time, okay, how much time the employees or the laborers has taken to produce this basin.
Okay.
Okay.
Say, once you click on complete job, this document will be completed. Like the work in
Okay.
progress will be updated and this timer will stop. If
Okay.
you see, this is the actual time log for the labors. It is coming up as zero, like here the table is zero, coming up as zero. Now I am going to mark it as complete job. System will is asking me कि how many quantities are produced. Like we have defined initially कि five quantities we need to produce. If you are producing
Okay.
complete five, you are going to complete five here.
Okay.
I've submitted the time. Now the system is showing me the actual time and that the employees or the laborers have taken to produce the item. Say, so here
Okay.
the from time to time is actually coming, and you can also see the total time here. Okay, the total time is actually the combination of the three labors.
Three labor.
Yep, the sum of the three labors.
Mm-hmm.
Sahi. Now, now I will just also you can see the total completed quantity are now updated as 5 because we have produced the 5 quantities.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to submit this job card, and you see the cutting
Yeah.
process has been completed. Say the
Yes.
operation have been completed, the items have been produced as 5.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Then
I'm
other is
now I'm going
assembling part.
now अच्छा so you have assembling.
Yes.
असेंबलिंग थोड़ा सा पहले बताते मैं बिल ऑफ मटेरियल पे इसको अपडेट करता।
Okay.
अ,
Sorry.
नहीं नहीं कोई नहीं। क्योंकि मैं बिल्कुल इसको एंड पे ही ले गया था, मैं आइटम प्रोड्यूस कर दिया बेसिकली, यानी फिनिश फाइनल स्टेट पे ही पहुंच
यानी
गया
कि
मैं।
आप ऐसे कर लेना दोनों फिर नेक्स्ट जो करेंगे ना
हाँ
उसमें असेंबलिंग पार्ट डाल देना।
सही है, मैं इसके अंदर अपडेट कर दूंगा।
ओके।
सही। नाउ यू सी मिस्टर साम के द क्वांटिटी व्हेन नाउ यू सी के the operations for the cutting have been completed. Now system is basically showing me one more thing. Acha, now I just have to click on finish. Say, now I'm back on the work order document. Now I will just click on finish. Now you see the quantity to complete.
Make less, make three, for example. Before finish, make three. If this is five pace and we finish the three now, for example, not. You understand? No?
I understood your point, but we actually had to do it here.
خلاص خلاص okay okay.
नहीं नहीं नहीं।
ओके अब्दुल्ला।
Uh, so I'm coming back on this finish work order, just clicking on finish, and here you have just another final stock entry, stock document. Say where the basically the movement of the items is controlled, like the finished good product will be basically transferred to the respective warehouse.
ओके।
In your case you have just defined the same warehouse slab zone. The production
हम्म।
warehouse and the target warehouse both are same. So we are
हम्म।
just going to park one final entry where the porcelain basin is going to be stored on the slab zone warehouse. You just have to complete, save and submit the document, and here your production will be completed. say this is the final document where you are just transferring the final finished good on the respective warehouse.
Okay.
Now if I just go back to the same work order, it is coming up as completed.
Yes,
So here
and green line also show us
green,
the this is
yep,
a
the green line is also showing you the status, the progress bar actually. Okay, what is the
So if we
status?
finish a three item, for example, the line will coming less.
The line will coming less, like the remaining pending or the loss item will be coming up as orange color.
orange color.
Yep.
Hmm. Type the fixing in the side.
The fixing of the site is basically the remaining part that is going to be controlled. Acha, now the item is basically stored on this slab zone factory, say slab zone
Yes.
warehouse. Now, Suhaib, we have to transfer the item from slab zone to your Orman trading
So
warehouse.
yes, when we will make the delivery note.
Acha, before making the delivery note, now you have to transfer the item from the
Yes.
factory to your part to your
Yes.
store. I am going to the stock module. Say
Mm-hmm.
stock module. You have this, but you have this.
They have to make somebody in the Orman trading, they have to make that process, or in the factory they
No,
transfer.
no. This is a trading set.
Type how?
No,
Then they have to call from the factory to there to make again a process.
you can do it by notifications. You can do it by
Yes,
notifications.
notification.
Uh,
Yes, it's okay.
not I mean not the factory person is available every time, not the salesperson or the store person is available every time. So the calls and each and everything is a little difficult thing. Say so you can
Yes.
control it by notifications. Okay, once the
When
item
they completed, when they are completed, then just we receive the notification. This material is ready. Then we shift it.
sahi so so you see Sahib, I am once again in the stock entry document.
Mm-hmm.
The same document where we were actually controlling the production as well.
Mm-hmm.
Say, but this time you see on the stock entry document, I am just going to select the material transfer here
Right.
because I am going to transfer the item from one warehouse to the other warehouse.
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, in your case, from slab zone to the store warehouse.
Yes, sir, I understand.
So you just select the item basin
You select the quantity.
slab zone warehouse to the finished good. So I will just submit it. Say I will just submit it. So the item will be transferred from slave zone to the finished good.
Okay.
Say you can also confirm it through this report, stock ledger report.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is your stock report. Your porcelain basin is coming up as in -5 in the out quantities, and at
From
the
slab
slab
zone.
zone warehouse. And similarly,
And
at the finished good, it is coming up as in quantity in the green color, the five quantities.
yes,
So
yes, correct.
you have a balance of five quantities as finished good warehouse.
Yes.
This you check by customer or by stock, or how you check this one? What you search yani to check this one?
My item was produced safe from the factory inside the factory. The item was produced. Now I was transferring the item from the slab zone towards your Orman finished good warehouse.
For example, they
Is
have
there
50 items.
anything to search or something by full on voice for the customer?
Acha, there was one more thing.
Because I told you, there
They
is
have
one
more.
client. He buys separate design, separate size, separate color. So in one villa, for example, there is a 12 basin, for example. So sometimes we transfer three, sometimes we transfer four. So we need the report for this client, which one ready, which one not ready, which one deliver, which one not deliver. So no need to check by one by one. We have to check, for example, report for the client this order basin. Then we check which one still available in slab zone, which one produce it, which one we deliver like this.
Sorry, Mr. Sam, can you come again? Apologies, I had some disconnection.
Okay, Habibi, listen. We order normally the client he orders from us, for example, 13, let me say 12 basin. He ordered from us 12 basin. Each
Mm-hmm.
basin different design and different color. Each basin
Sahi.
different design and different color.
Sahi.
So when we go for the slab zone and they start, there is a few basin they deliver for Orman and they deliver for the site. Few basin material not available, raw material not available, so not started,
Mm.
and some material we are still in the process.
Sahi.
So it's difficult to check one basin by one basin. I need report, for example, not report, and when I make search like this coming, to understand which one basin report for the client basin. So this report show me this basin in the cutting stage, this basin not yet start, this basin deliver and fixing like this.
Sahi. Sahi. Sahi.
Because the example which you are doing now, you think or you calculate as we have only one client, he have only five patient, and we work in five patient at the same time, and we finish in the same time, we deliver for our men training at the same time, we deliver to the site in the same time. It's easy. But in the regular, in the life, or in the life, in our work, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
no, this is sometimes something ready, sometimes not ready, sometimes material not available. We need report like this.
Sahi. Uh, Obviously, that is a reporting element or the dashboard element, but I was actually talking about the recording element where you are basically going to record the transaction, where you are basically going to record the movement of the materials. Say the points you are talking about is from the management perspective where you are going to see the overall reports. Okay, what was your customer, how many items produced, how many items consumed, and what is the I mean how many items are there on the operational parts. So you want
And
the
Abdullah,
reports.
only one other thing. For example, there are more basin. Then we search one by one when we transfer the store, or we take full batch one time
No,
It
one
for
by one,
one
sure.
customer.
One by one, sure.
No, for one customer.
Even one customer, one by one. How we cut it all together?
No, no. For example, sir, they are 10 basin. They are five model. They are seven piece ready, three not ready. Then I search one by one, or I ask Abdullah, we take only batch, full batch, which one is ready in the factory. Then we will make the delivery.
you are going to produce seven individually.
Yes,
Say
they
you
are
are
different
going,
model.
yeah, they are different. They have the different specification and design, everything. They are
Yes.
taking separate time for the operations. Say the execution
Mhm,
time is separate. So you are
mhm,
going to produce them separately. Say once, obviously, once, for example, out of seven basins, three of them are ready for you. Say so you can
okay.
basically deliver the three items if you want to, and the remaining four, once they are basically produced,
No,
then you can do the four.
when I transfer it, then I take one by one, or I take three atom one time full bag meat.
It is up to you, na, कि if you want. I mean, the three produced in the initial part, na, they are basically controlled at the individual level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in this case, you just produce, for example, porcelain basin here. I mean, for example, it is only one. Say, it
Mm-hmm.
is only one which you just produce porcelain basin, but in other lines you have multiple basins of some other design. Say,
Mm-hmm.
so porcelain basin V design is going to be produced individually. It will take some time. If that item is ready, you can store in your slab zone warehouse for the time being until unless
Mm-hmm.
the other basins are produced. Once all of them are produced, then you can deliver out if you want. But obviously the items are going to be stored in your slab zone. If you want to deliver those one by one, so you can do it like this as well.
Mhm.
It is up to you, because the item is standing at your slab zone warehouse.
Okay.
मैं एक्चुअली मैं ये कहना चाह रहा था कि फॉर एग्जांपल आपके पास एक बेसन रेडी हो गया है ना, आप चाहें तो उसको डिलीवर कर सकते हैं, वरना आप वेट कर सकते हैं कि आपके
मतलब
पास
फिर
पूरा।
मेरा एक, नहीं नहीं, आपकी ये बात तो सही है, वो तो पहले ही समझ आ गई थी। मैं ये चाह रहा था, मसलन 3 बेसन रेडी हैं और तीनों के डिजाइन अलग हैं, तो यानी कि जब ट्रांसफर करने लगा हूँ स्लैब जोन से अपने फिनिशिंग प्रोडक्ट में, यानी
हम्म।
कि मेन स्टोर में, तो उस वक्त 3 आइटम वन बाय वन सर्च करूंगा या पूरा बैच उठा सकता हूँ? सिंपल ये पूछ रहा
नहीं
हूँ।
नहीं, पूरा बैच डायरेक्टली आएगा।
फुल बैच उठा सकता हूँ?
हाँ।
चलो
जो
बस
जो
यही
जो
पूछता
जो
हूँ।
आपने प्रोडक्शन की है ना, वो आप ऑटोमेटिकली पूरा उठा सकते हैं।
बस यही, बस कंफर्म करना।
सही है।
And
ओके।
before I told you I need one batch number to print it. When the sorry the basin number code basin code with the client name with mobile number. I need that to print it and to put as a sticker in each piece. And now our labor they bring masking tape and they write by masking tape customer name and mobile number and batch and invoice number. But in this one now we have to make a sticker.
सही सही, यस यू टोल्ड मी, यस यू टोल्ड मी बिफोर। अच्छा, so I am going to conclude this thing here. I will share the recording to you after the meeting. I will share
हम्म,
this recording so you can review it once again, and if you have anything to discuss, you can come up once again. So let's conclude the meeting here. So first of all, you need the orders for the customer. Okay,
हम्म,
either you are going for the urgent production, or you can basically delay as per whatever agreement you have with the customers.
ठीक।
Sahi. Then we discussed on some parts on the work orders and bill of material. Acha, in the last you told me about one more thing. Acha, you also told me about the scrap items and the cutting pieces that basically you are going to in the execution phase. You want them back reserved in in your warehouse so you can use it for some other orders.
ये सर।
And in the last, you told me about some reporting elements and the batch production, the stickers.
Yes.
Okay, so if there is any other thing,
I see this is difficult for our people, Abdullah. Yani I
ये
need same, in the factory, the people they have iPad. They have iPad to I need more click, yani click only, not only go with some open something, make something more easy to make that because my plan all the people I bring them iPad not open laptop and they searching and do it. So I need for all our sales people and our people in the factory I bring iPad, then they can check, they can scan for example the code, they see all details. For example, if they need basin they can scan of the camera of the iPad, then they see details of the camera. If the people for example, sand cutting for the sand cutting from the yeah, the manager of the factory, he sent order for the cutting. The cutting people, the iPad close of him in the wall. When he finish, only press start, finish, خلاص, finish. Then it will go ready for the factory manager to send for the labor. Only he put labor name, خلاص, he sent for the labor. Start. يعني something only click in the iPad, okay? That's what I need from you to make simple, maximum.
Acha, Mr. Assam, I mean, I understood what you are saying, but the complete functionality that I've just demonstrated you, na, this can be controlled on the iPad and from the mobile phone as well. Say, I mean, on your Android device or on the iPhones as well. So you can control it. Like the process remains the same, but the functionality, like it is very easy to use on the iPads as well. The only there are few things. I mean, I know that you are just confusing it a little bit here because there are some options that are taking 2 or 3 steps. So I mean, this is just a very first meeting where we have just discussed the complete production part.
Yes,
W-
actually, because today not I'm not clear very too much. Huh? Today
Uh,
I'm not clear.
so
It's not clear for me.
yeah, because this is a very first meet. This is a very initial phase. This is a very initial phase. Once we do some other meetings, once we do more meetings, so then it will be clear to you. The process is very simple. I think Mr. Sahib have some understanding today for this process, so he can
Yes,
also tell you. So also I am going to share you a recording for of this session, so you can basically take out some of your time and review what we have discussed. Sahi?
Right.
okay.
And also, as I told you before, the step where is the basin? Yani when we start, so if you remember that when we make last time, that's that column like this. So I need the
Mhm.
people, our people, they understand where is his order finish, not finish, how they check. You understand, Abdullah? Our
When
salesman.
the salesperson give assess that point, only he
Ba-
check the process.
Yes, I need the salesperson. They receive they have to check the process for his order only for his orders. What's cutting finish, what vending finish, what ready for delivery in Orman store, like this.
Sahi. So, you see this work order. This work order is basically controlled from a sales order document. This is your salesperson document, the salesperson says the sales order. Once this work order is completed, it will notify the salesperson on the sales order document. Okay, the production has been completed, the item is ready for the delivery. Say the notification element I will configure. I know because I haven't shown you the notifications right now, so that's why you are getting some little bit confused. So I will configure the notification element so you can see how the salesperson are going to be notified once their item is ready.
طيب, can we see, you remember that red, not red, orange line and the green line? Before few minutes, you show us this is the order, and a green line when it's complete, fully green, and if it's half finish, it's green and orange.
Oh, sales order, they were this one.
Yes, I need same this one. Show me before the client for our people if they need to see his order. Where is? I need that. Yani our sales people, they should know his customer. Tile is available. Tiles start cutting, not cutting like this. Yani.
Say I will
Let me send for you one paper. For example,
uh, I will add here.
okay. For example, customer one. Here, for example, material here cutting here, after cutting what, after cutting second
Tumbling.
assembling,
Assembling.
assembling, then finish, or delivery,
Delivery also.
delivery, fixing, like this customer 1 2 3 4. I sent in the group. You see, Abdullah,
Yes, customer 1, customer 2,
this is
material,
all,
cutting.
salesman customer. For this salesman customer, not for all the factory. Maybe all I can see all, or factory they can see management. But the salesperson, he can only see his customer only.
Sahi.
Then he know which customer ready, which customer finish, which customer not finish, which customer we are going on, like this.
Say the status of the production. The status
Yes.
of the production. Say. Understood. Understood.
Okay,
Yep.
and when full completed, it will hidden. يعني خلاص, this process finished, it will hidden, it will remove from this line. He didn't see, he cannot account all his customer, only
صحيح.
the balance, his balance customer. When the customer finish everything, payment, money, delivery, fixing everything, it will hidden, خلاص, not showing for him anymore.
صحيح. 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 Once the production has been done. Okay. Okay, Mr. Osama, understood. Sahi, so okay, let's conclude the meeting here. I will work on these points. Sahi, inshallah
Okay.
meet again tomorrow. Sahi,
Okay,
and Mr. Osam, one more thing, I've shared the recording videos to Miss Saida that we discussed on Saturday. Sahi, so I've shared some videos with her as well. So
okay,
she will be working there on as well. Sahi, so okay, thank you for today, and inshallah let's continue back on tomorrow.
okay.
Okay.
Abdullah, we can add payment line here in this case here.
Where? On the payment
In
line where?
this, yes,
In this
we
list?
can add. Yes, we can add.
Payment?
Only line. If this is done full, it's green. If there is balance some payment, then this is orange.
I will check. I will check this thing. I'm not sure about this payment option, but I will check.
يلا خير.
Okay.
Thank you, Habibi.
Okay.
Then tomorrow
Assalamu
we
alaikum.
have meeting.
Inshallah.
What time?
You tell.
At 1.
Okay. Say.
Because tomorrow my father coming from Syria. So tomorrow evening I'm not available. Tomorrow at 1 I can meet with you.
Chal, inshallah. Inshallah.
يلا خير حبيبي.
Okay.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, so
Well,
tomorrow.
inshallah, sir.
يلا.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
All right.
السلام عليكم. باي باي.
Like